through a series of very unfortunate rolls, your party has slipped and fallen into a sliding icy cave that dips down into the heart of one of the larger mountains of this area. And I'm not kidding. It was some of the worst rolls I've ever seen in my life. I don't think a single one of you rolled above an 8. And the only number you needed to roll was a 10. So it was...
And I have I think I have +4 on agility as well.
So it was very unfortunate, but you know what? It's going to make for a great session today. We are going to be cutting the session 1 hour short because I need to join my parents for their anniversary dinner. So that'll be at 6 o'clock my time. So that's an hour and 45 minutes from now. So we're going to get rolling as quick as possible. I'm going to roll the intro and we're going to do some dope shit today. This
is dinner with parents. Woo!
Blood of the Immortals, episode 11. Let's do it.
Many years ago, before the gods were locked away in relics and scattered across Sarotha, they walked among the mortals. The people loved them, and they loved the people. So much so that children were born. Demigods. Blood of the Immortals running through their veins. These children have been kept hidden from those who would do them harm. Hidden from those who would kill them. Like me. But fate has a funny way of bringing us together. Like moths to a flame. And if I sow enough chaos, if I burn enough cities, those demigods will have no choice but to reveal themselves. And once I've taken care of them, there will be nothing standing in my way.
It's a bit top heavy right now. I need to I think I'm gonna either buy more, but really fucking expensive, and put it all the way down the door. Literally, I didn't even pay for these, my sugar daddy, but when I hit 5K on Twitch, this guy who used to gift me a lot was like, add some expensive shit to your Amazon wish list. I was like, okay. Okay.
Do it again. Just be like, hey guys, I added more things to my wish list. Get to it. You know, chop chop.
Chop, not the chop.
All right. So, as you guys slide down the icy tunnel, bits of light shine off of the bluish white, glassy, icy texture of the cave as you can all hear each other's voices echoing throughout the chamber. As you slip and slide, your hands become cold and frost-covered. A few of you guys, especially here with Jinx and Rossi, your characters Fergus and Shisa, are extremely cold in this area as
we're vibing.
All of your torches get snuffed as you slide and slip down this very steep road. You can hear the bellowing roar somewhere within the cave that basically scared you into this situation in the first place. And this roar sounds like it's coming from close to the direction you're sliding. Now, as you're sliding, I'll give you guys a chance, because you got a little bit of time as you're sliding. I'll give you a chance to kind of decide how you want to prepare for what may be at the end of this slide. Egrid pulls out her weapon and begins to, her greatsword, and stabs it into the wall, slowing herself down a bit so that she isn't quite as fast in her descent. So she pulls out her greatsword, stabs it into the ice wall. She's still sliding, but at this point it's much slower. And you are all continually sliding. What would you like to do to either slow yourself down, prepare yourself for what may be at the end? If you have a spell or something, maybe you have an idea to completely stop yourself. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna grab both my daggers and just use them as ice picks and just dig them in.
Okay, as you dig both of your daggers in, it's like a spider crawling up a bathtub. It's not, they don't stick in far enough for you to stop yourself, but it's enough to slow yourself down at least to the point where you're about the same speed as Egrid here. What about the rest of you guys?
Could I attempt to do like the same thing with the hand axes? I don't really know.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they've got pointed edges that could dig into the ice and slow you down a bit.
Okay, cool.
So that leaves Shisa and Crocus. You are now moving about double the speed of everybody else as you slide past everyone. What do you guys want to do to try and maybe slow yourself down? Or if you're cool with it, you can just keep going.
Oh shit.
Right
Dude,
now, they're
I
all
think
digging their weapons into the side of the cave to slow themselves down.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna try to just slide down and like land in a soft or like safe spot, or like try to land on my feet at least.
Okay. So then I'm gonna let you. Everyone else, when they come out of this, they're gonna roll an acrobatics
We're
check.
getting bonked.
Oh, we can hear you, Bootsy.
Maybe there's snow at the bottom?
Yeah. There is probably some
Matters
kind
needed
of
for the
snow.
rest of you
You're
guys
not
too,
sure.
right?
I've actually been in this situation in real life before, because I used to
Really?
be a ski lift operator, and I remember I was walking down to the bottom of the lift and I slipped and I fell and I couldn't stop myself, and I was trying to use my hands to dig my nails, and it hurt my hands, and I like burned my hands and like my fingers.
Oh man.
And so I just started sliding down the hill, and I ended up fine at the bottom. Like I thought I was gonna die. Like I was freaking out.
So
It was so scary.
this case, it's much more like an ice chute. It's completely smooth. There's no snow that covers it to really slow you down. It's completely smooth. Like there's been water like running through it for a long time, kind of thing.
Is Commander muted for you guys, or is it just on my end?
You're okay. We can hear you.
Oh, okay. I can't.
I'm
no.
talking in Zoom.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're talking in Zoom? I can't hear anything in Zoom. What's happening?
You might need to connect your audio on Zoom.
Okay. I was so
Okay, yeah,
confused. I
so-
was like, I can't hear
Okay,
him.
so
I
yeah,
don't know
you've
what's
missed
happening.
quite a bit. I was wondering. I was like, man, there's some
I just
weirdness
thought you were
going on.
talking to your chat right now. I was like,
Oh, no. We've been talking about the game. Sorry. So
oh
I'm
no.
in Discord right now, talking to you. But the only reason I'm playing through Zoom is because the music won't play through Discord for some reason. So I'm listening to you guys through Discord, but I'm talking through Zoom. So
Talking to
in the
Zoom.
bottom-
On my end, you're muted.
okay, so in the bottom left of Zoom, where your little microphone icon is, hit the little arrow up.
Arrow up.
And then select the correct speaker. And then I'm going to mute myself here in Discord. And let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. There you go.
Woo!
Banger. I was so confused. I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Okay, yeah, so things were a bit confusing. Okay, so I'll recap. So, you guys are sliding down the ice chute in the mountain. And you guys all rolled really poorly, which is where this whole situation kind of came from. You rolled really poorly to try and hold Rossi's character Fergus from like sliding further. So now you're all sliding down this ice chute, and everyone's slowing themselves down right now. Crocus, they're all slowing themselves down with weapons. So they like dig their weapons into the sides of the ice chute to kind of slow themselves down. Shisa is not doing that. Jinx, she's having Shisa just slide down as safe as she can and then try and land in a soft spot. What would you like to do to try and maybe give yourself as much of an advantage as possible in surviving this?
I'm not really sure.
Okay, so you've got options. If you have a sharp weapon, you can try and slow yourself down. If you feel confident enough, you can try and wait till the chute opens up and out wherever it drops out into, and you can try and do like Shisa's gonna do and find a soft spot to land in, like a bank of snow or something like that. Those would be the two best options for trying to give yourself the best chance of like not being hurt by this. Those are like your two best options, but both of them are going to require something from you.
Right. Okay, I'm just gonna wait then. I'll do what Shisa's doing.
Okay, sounds good. So then what's going to happen is, as you guys are slowing yourselves down, Egrid, Leon, Fergus, you all slow yourselves down on the chute enough to where when the chute comes out into the opening that it drops out into, you guys are all going to roll me an acrobatics check when it comes out. Shisa and Crocus, you're actually first to fly out of the chute, though, because you're going much faster than everyone else that's slowing themselves down. So you two aren't slowing yourselves down. You out the chute. You're going to roll me 2 rolls here.
Okay.
So Shisa and Crocus, perception checks, please. As soon as you come out of the chute.
Perception.
I fear for my life.
You are pretty scared. Okay, so Crocus, you grab Shisa by the shoulder as you both fly out of the chute, and you actually pull her in the direction of what you see, which you do see a small bank of, and this is, up to you whether you want to land in it, but it looks like it's a pile of people, like dead bodies.
What?
But it would be much safer than landing on the ice spikes that are below you. So your choice.
Dead people.
Dead people.
All right, dead people it is.
Dead people it is.
Okay, so both of you roll me an acrobatics check with advantage. So roll twice, take the higher number for Shisa and Crocus. Acrobatics checks.
Acrobatics.
Okay, so 21 for Crocus. Roll one more time, Shisa. 22. Okay, so both of you land feet first and then do kind of like a front roll, landing on top of these bodies, but they all cushion your fall. You take no damage from the fall. Leon already rolled his acrobatics check. I need Fergus.
I'll do my nut. Acrobatics.
There you go, 22.
Yup.
Good.
Yo, nice.
Egrid's going to roll hers. She rolls a 7. Okay.
Uh-oh.
So, Leon, Fergus, you both do a parkour roll yourself. And as you do, you parkour kind of through the ice spikes that are below you. You don't land on any of the ice spikes. And you kind of parkour through that. Egrid, on the other hand, looks like she falls just like a rock. She falls down to the ground. She does not take as much damage because she slowed herself down, but she's going to land thigh first on top of one of those ice spikes, right through her armor and through her thigh. Covered in blood, she's going to take 10 points of damage, a mix of 5 falling and 5 piercing.
That's fucking nasty.
And as she lands, she kind of drops her greatsword onto the ground. And you guys have landed successfully in a very large, like I described earlier, a blue and white ice-covered cavern. Your panting, is echoing throughout the chamber. The bodies that you landed on, Shisa and Crocus, these bodies look like they have been partially eaten or torn apart, as few of them are missing limbs. One of them is missing a head. It's viscera and disgusting. If either of you has prestidigitation, you can clean yourselves off. Otherwise, you're kind of stuck with grossness on you. So check your cantrip, see if you've got prestidigitation. Or I think the thaumaturgy is the other one.
I can do nature stuff with my belt.
Nothing there to really clean you.
What, water?
The nature thing that your belt does, I mean, you could make a little rain cloud. Yeah, it would be like trying to wash blood off your clothes with just water. I mean, how useful is it going to be? It's kind of up to you what you're feeling.
Where would the president be?
It would be in your cantrips and your spells.
In cantrips and spells, thank you.
Mm-hmm. I would probably think you wouldn't have it as a druid.
I definitely do not have it.
That's okay. Okay, so that said, you're all safe and sound. Okay.
Wow.
Except for Egrid.
Safe. Yeah.
But yeah, like except for Egrid, who is kind of groaning as she breaks the ice pick out of her thigh and stands up. She's okay. She's not able to not stand, but she does wrap her wound a bit. And I'm gonna use a bit of her healing as well. So I'm gonna use some of her healing points here to heal herself back up. Just enough. All right. So, looking around this chamber, again, your voices and your panting, your breaths echo throughout this chamber. You can see your breath. It is dark, but there is a bit of light in the chamber coming from what looks like a torch on the wall. There is a torch, but it's shining a blue flame instead of a red flame. And as this blue flame kind of shines, it lights up the area around it immediately, like with a lot of light. And then everywhere else, including where you're standing, is kind of like a dim light. It's very dim where you're standing. And you hear from somewhere in this cavern, which there are a lot of exits to. There are a lot of like little chutes that go out from this cavern. You hear some kind of like... So, with that, you've got options. I've purposefully left this a bit vague in terms of the description because it's kind of dark in here and it's a big cavern. So if you want to look around, you can look around. If you want to look for anything in specific, tell me what you want to roll and then hit that investigation check. Just tell me what you want to like look for and hit that investigation check if you have something you want to look for. There are a lot of bodies here, but they look like they're regular travelers. The odds of you finding something valuable on them is pretty slim. Most of them are pretty destroyed or eaten. So, with that, Crocus, what are you looking for?
I don't know, like marks on the walls, I guess, to see if there's like anything that could indicate what the hell is in here.
Good question.
Oh God.
So, looking around with a 6, you don't notice anything super telling except for one like pillar of ice that's kind of like near where the bodies are, where you're standing. There's like a pillar of ice that goes up, and on it are etch marks, like a bunch of etch marks. Like it looks like well over 100 etch marks, and they're about the size of like a human finger or like a knife would make in the ice.
I'm half expecting Luke Skywalker to be hanging off the roof and a lightsaber in the floor.
It does have a very Hoth feel, yes. It does have a very Hoth feel, yes.
I think I'm gonna like close my eyes and just like listen to whatever that thing was.
Okay, so roll me a perception check, please. Choose it.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Oh, it's the same number. Wow, that's weird.
My browser is being a bitch. Being a bitch. Real bitch. Let's see if I can fix this here. Give me 1 second. Looking at your roll here. Checking that out. Okay, with a 7. Wow, yeah. Not so great. Okay, so yeah, all you hear is that...
What?
That's what you hear.
Okay.
Sounds like a
good to
snore.
hear.
But you did hear a roar that got you down here in the first place, that like scared you into falling down here in the first place. So you did hear that there is something awake.
So I can't really tell how far away it is.
Not with that perception check, I'd say.
Time to go exploring.
Are we in the cavern yet, or are we still sliding down?
You're in the cavern.
Okay. Wait, let me look at this 1 second. Okay, so I'm also just gonna roll a perception check.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and, because obviously I'm a caveling, I'm gonna try and suss out like what books there are out of here, because obviously we can't go back up the chute. So I'm gonna do my perception check and kind of look for that, if you will.
Okay. Can you guys hear the music?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Oh, we can.
It's very loud.
No.
No. It's good.
Okay.
It's good.
All right.
I just meant it was ominous.
Oh, okay. Good.
The timing was.
Yes. All right, so checking your roll out here, a 16. No, it's going to be a 19 actually because it's rolling with that disadvantage for some reason. Oh yeah, because of the sunlight sensitivity thing. All right, so with a 19, one more time, remind me exactly what you want to be looking for.
So I'm just looking for like however many caves are around us and like what potential routes we can either take out of here or like to progress further into the cave, etc.
Good questions. Okay, so I'm going to draw out your map here and show you the answer to your question.
Oz champion.
All right, almost ready.
And will the rest of the party know the layout, or is it only going to be me that knows the layout?
The rest of the party will know. I assume you.
Yeah, I'll tell them. Hey, there's a cave over there.
All right. Yes, the volume works. Okay, so dead bodies are here. I'll draw a little X on them so you know that they're dead bodies. And I'll put your tokens on here. We got Crocus and Shisa right next to the dead bodies.
Crocus and Shisha laying on a bed of bodies. They might kiss.
Sorry, I forgot that you had Victor with you. Let me roll for him here. He rolls a good acrobatics check as well, and he's gonna land in the bodies with you. Okay.
Victor in the bodies.
Demigods laying in a group of bodies. They might
in a pile of bodies.
K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
Kiss.
All right.
Or not.
Or not. All right. So let me get this bad boy up for you so you can see it. All right.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Looking at the map here, Fergus, I'm gonna let you go to whichever cave you want after you're done. Like after I'm done describing it to you, you can go to whichever cave you want. These are all caves. These black lines.
I love a cave.
Different sized caves. Okay. You are in a large cavern. Each of these blue circles is a pillar of ice that goes all the way up to the ceiling and connects to the ground. So it's a completely connected to the ceiling and connected to the ground pillar of solid ice. The etch marks are on this pillar here next to Crocus, who is frozen on my screen. Is she still here for you guys?
Frozen for me also.
Frozen.
Stream's frozen also.
Oh my gosh.
Is her stream frozen?
Her stream's ripped as well.
Oh no.
I just realized that she was frozen.
There she is. She's back.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi took a fat shit for a second.
Oh no. You okay?
Yeah, no, we're all good. I think it should be back. I don't know. Hopefully.
Yes. Okay. Good call, chat. Thank you for having my back. Boom. Got that. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. So, did you hear my descriptions? Okay, no problem. So, these blue circles are ice pillars that go up all the way up to the ceiling and connect all the way to the ground. So they are like totally connected.
Okay.
You are standing next to one of them, eyeing the etch marks on it. So you're kind of looking at the etch marks there. This is Victor behind you. And this is Shisa here. Fergus, I haven't placed you yet. You're not in the middle of the thing. You're at one of these caves. I just haven't placed you yet. Leon, you did like a roll when you came out of the chute, which is this pink line here is that chute that you guys all flew out of, and you kind of rolled like over here, So you can be anywhere in the cave you want to be. Where do you want to be when Fergus is looking around? Do you also want to be looking around?
Yeah, I'll stick by Fergus.
Okay. So wherever Fergus goes is where Leon will be. And then I'm going to describe to you these caves, okay? So here's your perception check, Fergus. It's pretty high, the 19. So the first cave you check out over here. As you come to it, you hear that snoring, that...
Coming from this
cave. This cave right here. Okay?
Yeah.
This cave back here looks a little bit more small creature sized, and you see a bunch of etch marks in it going inward, and they look like scratch marks in the ice, and it looks like this is a burrowed cave, like something burrowed in here. Okay, this smallest cave back here looks like it goes like straight to a dead end, so it looks like somebody was digging it out and then stopped. Like something or someone was digging it out and then stopped. Looking very closely with a 19, you can see blood inside this cave as well, in the shape of lines that go down the ice. So somebody was dragged out of this cave, and their fingernails dug into the ice, and like the tips of their fingers left blood trails as they were dragged out of this little cave. So there was probably somebody trying to escape and was then dragged out and then eaten and presumably put in this pile. So I'm giving that because you got a 19. You got a pretty high roll. This other cave over here looks like another larger cavern that goes towards where the other cave you could have gone in would have gone. So possibility of exit this way. And then lastly, you have this kind of medium-sized cave that came from the chute where you're at. And you actually saw that this cave connects to the chute. Like it kind of goes up and then connects to the side of the chute. When you were going down the chute, you saw like a little opening that it connected to. So it's a connection.
Okay. All right, everyone. I've used my special caveling powers. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you now. That cave at the bottom left, the monster is sleeping in there, and we are not going anywhere near that. I'll tell you that now for free. Egrid's already hurt. We don't need to sustain any more injuries, all right?
Do we need to whisper so it doesn't hear us?
Your voices are echoing, so are you whispering?
Yes, I'm whispering.
Yeah, we're whispering.
Yeah, I was whispering originally.
Yeah, besties.
So, the monster's in that cave.
Right.
Don't go anywhere fucking near it or I'll kill you.
Okay.
God, it's small, man. The other two are like burrows and they're kind of useless.
Okay.
And then the other one looks like it goes further into the cave but could potentially be an exit. And then the one beside the slide that we've just come out of looks like it could lead back up to where we just fell down. So I think we need to pick either the one on the left or the one on the right. But definitely not the other three, because they're fucked.
Okay, well, which one do you think we should go down, Fergus?
Well, we need to decide as a group if we should go further into the cave, which I think might be a better idea, because I don't know if we should go back up the chute. I think going back up the chute might be a bad thing.
Let's go in the deeper one, then.
What do you besties want to do?
Let's do that, besties.
I'll do whatever you besties want to do, because I can't see shit.
Guys, what if there's no exit? What if that's the only exit?
We can backtrace and come back. I'm a caveman, so I'm really good at caves. We don't have to worry about Goose is cool.
If we're sleeping in there.
Okay, so for now, you guys can talk normal, and I'll understand that you're whispering.
No, it's part of the RP. Come on.
Just for the sake of my ears. Just for the sake of my ears. I'll assume you're whispering for now.
You don't want an impromptu ASMR stream, Commander? Come on.
I love it, but we gotta make it listenable.
Go team. Okay. Go team.
Yeah, team. We're best.
I reckon we go further in. I'm a caveling, so like we don't have to worry about geographical. We don't have to worry about directional stuff because I will map these caves out in my brain. And worst case scenario, if we hit a dead end or we hit another like dangerous crossroad, then we'll double back and we'll go back to where we started.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like the alternative is staying here, which is not a great alternative.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
I say we shoot our shot.
So the plan is to go into the big cave ?
Yes, question mark.
All
Yes,
right.
question mark.
Sounds good. Then I am going to describe what happens there.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? All right. So
nothing.
hi. All right. So as you guys enter into the larger cave, I would like everyone to roll me stealth checks, as I assume that you are trying to not be very loud with your running and clanking. So everybody roll me a stealth check. Natural 20 for Fergus, 15 Shisa, 5 Crocus, 14 Leon.
Crocus, shut the hell up.
Egrid. Wow, Egrid rolls a 15
I'm
with
stomping,
disadvantage.
dude.
That's pretty good. And Victor rolls a 22.
My hoofs are just.
Yeah, they are.
I'm just gonna like.
But...
I'm just gonna scurry off into the darkness like Speedy Gonzales.
All right, so you all exit the cavern that you were in, and Egrid follows close behind. She's actually being very stealthy comparative to when you have seen her before. And the only person that seems to make any noise as they're leaving is Crocus. Crocus, as you're exiting, your hoofs are making some noise on the ground. And Crocus, you're the only one who hears this at the very back of the group.
No.
You're the only one who hears a...
Oh no.
Do you tell the party?
No, just keep going.
Just keep going. Rolling out. Autobots roll out. All right. Let me draw the next scene for you. I will say, you probably made the best decision there. At least from what the knowledge you had. All right. So as you are walking down this pathway, Crocus, you get quieter and quieter as you keep walking. It was just that kind of immediate movement that was pretty bad. But as you guys continue to walk, Fergus, you get a good eye on everything with your natural 20. With your stealth, you are extremely silent. Your footsteps make no noise on the slippery ice path. You use your dagger once in a while to make little etch marks in the ice so that you know where you went and where you should go. And as you continue walking and leading the group through the cave, you come up to a new opening to a larger cavern. This one is about 1/4 bigger than the other cavern, so it's quite large. And this one has many ice pillars in it. It looks like 10 to 20 ice pillars all around. But you're the first one who sees there is a creature in here that is currently munching on the corpse of what looks like a different creature. It looks like a large centipede, like a large blue centipede. This creature is probably 6 or 7 times Leon's size. It is a very large creature. It is furry, has kind of bluish skin color with white fur all around its face, shoulders, and arms. And it is, munching on this like large insect inside this cavern.
Can you eat pussy like that?
You can't say that.
You
can't say that about my monster.
I'm just quoting Vine. I'm living
wow,
in the
Rossi sexualizing. Damn.
Oh my
Rossi cancelled era. Let's go. Okay, so the monster, it's eating. It's distracted. I'm whispering, by the way. I'm whispering.
Understood.
Guys, what do you want to do? This monster is eating. It's doing something.
Do we backtrack? Like, what do we do?
Crocus,
So-
you know that backtracking's not a good idea.
Oh, guys.
They don't know that. You do.
Not to make
Besties.
not to freak anybody out, but we're being followed right now. Don't make any sudden movements. Just pretend like you don't know that. But there is something behind me.
So we have to go past the big monster that's eating lunch right now.
Unless we want to meet whoever is behind me, you
Mhm,
know.
mhm.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the plan. If there's something behind us and it knows we're here, in front of us, there's a monster that doesn't know we're here. And one of my special abilities is I can inflict double damage if something doesn't know I'm here. I think we just, I've got my nat 20 stealth. It's not going to notice me creeping up on it. You guys get close enough, don't alert it, and then I'll jump on its back and stab it loads, and then you guys take part as well, and we just hope that we one-shot it. We gotta just hope for the
Fergus,
best.
that thing is massive.
But we're sandwiched between two monsters. We either go back into the arms of one, or we attack an unsuspecting one.
Do you see any openings that we can maybe run for?
Maybe I could try to cast sleep on it before you stab it.
Ooh, I like the idea of that.
That's an
Bestie.
idea, yeah.
But if you fail the cast, that'll then
Yeah.
alert it to our presence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think that's the backup plan.
I
I think if Ross's plan doesn't work, then it's sleepy time.
Sleepy time.
Can you cast sleep during a fight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So
I
let's
just
do it
gotta
that
be
way
close
then.
enough.
Let's do it like what Leon said, where I'll do the sneak attack to get the double damage, and then your first attack be the sleep spell, because then that way if it misses, we still get the advantage of the double damage, but if it hits, then regardless we get the sleep.
Which druid circle did you pick again, Moonsy?
I couldn't pick one. I just didn't. I couldn't decide, so I haven't decided on one yet.
Oh God, we got to pick you one of those because that could be pretty important.
Yeah. Right.
Should
I quickly pick one right now?
I would pick one because it gives you a lot of abilities, depending on which one you pick. So, do you think you want to be more of like a shapeshifter, or more of a like spellcasting support, or a like Pokemon trainer kind of thing where you collect animals?
Maybe more of a support, I'm thinking.
Okay. So, your Circle of Dreams might be good if you're into that kind of like sleep kind of idea. It helps your party sleep. It does some healing, things like that. Your other option is, I'm trying to think of the druid circles off the top of my head. There is Circle of, I think any of the Circle of the Lands are okay. They're all right. You can pick a type of weather that you want to be, associated with a type of land, like desert or beach or, that kind of thing. You can pick a type of land that you're interested in, like grassland, I think is one of them maybe. So if you want to do that, you could. I'm hearing myself come through somebody's microphone. Who is it? Oh, I'm hearing myself come through Moonsy's mic.
Is it me?
Yeah, that's okay.
Did this help?
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Perfect. So yeah, I would say pick one of those while you're thinking, and we'll keep going. Circle of Dreams pretty good. Yeah. The Pokemon Trainer one is kind of a support still. If you want to go with Circle of Shepherd or Circle of, I think it's called Circle of Shepherds or Circle of something like that. Circle of Spores is like mushroom based. If you want to go with like the whole like decomposing, poisony mushroom thing, you can do that. Yeah. There's ideas.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll decide.
Circle
We'll
of the
decide.
Moon is for shapeshifting. If you want to do shapeshifting, if you want to transform into strong animals, do Circle of the Moon.
Okay.
All right. So Victor is right behind you, Fergus, and he's going to enter with you into the cave. He is just as stealthy as you, just a little bit less. But he rolled a 22, so he's up there in his stealth. He says, whispers to you. All right, what's the plan, little one?
You
want me to show you the map?
Yeah, please.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a similar layout to before? If it's similar, you don't. Okay. Oh shit. Okay.
So you and Victor can pick a spot in the room. This is the creature in the middle eating the centipede. The rest of you are still in the cave back here where you came from. So back to the bottom
is Victor
left
a kobold as well? What species is Victor?
Victor's an elf.
Are they quite stealthy? They are. Elves
Yes.
are quite light-footed, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That pink line tells you that's the cave that you came from.
Okay. Victor, do you want to attack at the same time as me? I'm gonna sneak up close to the monster, and as I jump on it and start stabbing it, do you want to shoot your bow at it?
He nods his head silently and puts his little mask up over his nose and mouth, his little bandana.
Okay, so I'm gonna sneak towards the monster,
Mm-hmm.
and
how close, or like, do you want to be behind it? Do you want to be to its?
So I want to be on its back. I want to be on its back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack it with my my daggers are dual wield, right? I get 2 hits with the daggers,
Thank
right?
you, Colin. What'd you say?
I get 2 hits with the daggers, right? It's like 1, 2, right?
You
or
could,
a daggers.
yes. Yep. So you would get if you're dual wielding them, yeah, you can.
Yeah, so I'm gonna dual wield my daggers, and no, I'm gonna just go with the rapier and just bury it into the back of the monster, using also my sneak attack.
Okay.
Before you do that,
yeah.
I need to get up close too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the rest
I'm
of
gonna
you...
get close enough to cast sleep, so I gotta check out how far away I gotta be. Which is 90 feet.
Okay, so you can stay within the cave and still.
Oh,
still do
sick. Good luck, Rossi. I mean, Fergus.
Oh yes, and there is sorry, I forgot to mention, there is a large like pool of water between these back 2 caves that I'm gonna draw.
Oh, dude, I can finally take a bath now.
Okay, so that curvy line, I'm gonna fill that area in with blue. That's a big pool of like standing icy cold water.
Oh.
Like frozen or like just cold?
Cold water that is not frozen.
Mm.
It is not frozen. It looks like this is where the creature drinks. All right. So, the rest of you, do you want to prepare to do anything?
Could I stick close to Fergus? In case like shit hits the fan?
You would risk getting him caught is the problem, because he is so stealthy that he's able to go wherever he wants without this creature seeing him. For you, you'd have to sneak around the outskirts. I'd make you roll another stealth check for this one.
How is...
If you
I
want to
don't
do
think
that,
my
you
stealth
can.
is... Actually, my stealth is actually pretty decent.
It's just a risk because you might fuck up Fergus's plan.
Don't you fucking dare, bitch.
I was gonna say, I like the current plan. I think I'm gonna stick put.
Okay. So Victor is going to move around the outskirt to this corner over here and hide behind a pillar. Knocking his arrow, he casts Hunter's Mark on the creature, which gives bonuses for his damage. It doesn't alert the creature either, which is nice. And Fergus, go ahead and roll me your attack with advantage. Hit shift and then hit the plus whatever next to your dagger.
Rapier, I'm doing it with.
Or rapier, sorry.
Boom.
So you rolled damage. Click on the the +5.
Oh,
or
the plus
plus
4.
whatever it
Yeah,
is.
yeah. Sorry, my bad.
Yep. Natural 20. That's a crit on the creature. Okay.
And should I roll my damage again?
I would like you to roll. Oh man. Okay. So you're gonna get 8 plus 12. You're automatically gonna get 20 damage. So automatically, without any rolls, like any additional rolls from you, you just get straight up 20 damage automatically, because that's 2d6 from the sneak attack and 1d8 from the rapier. And when you crit, you automatically get max damage on those dice. So bada bing, bada boom, you've got 20 damage already. Now, you've already rolled the damage, so we're going to use that. So you're going to get a total of 31 points of damage as you dig the rapier into the back of the Yeti. Hold on. Pause, champ. Looking up stats of Yeti. As the rapier digs into the back of it, you don't quite get right into like the neck or like the clavicle, but you see your rapier kind of come out through its clavicle, and you just barely missed its jugular. And Victor knocks his arrow. He's going to roll his attack. Victor's going to miss with his attack as he fires his arrow. The arrow off the wall. The rest of you see Fergus on the back of this creature. I'm assuming you're like climbed up on its back like you normally do to dig your rapier in. So Fergus is riding the back of this Yeti as it
Can I cast sleep?
I would like you to cast sleep, yes. And
Please,
everybody roll
thank
me
you.
initiative, please, as the cave begins to shake as he slams against the ice pillars.
Mm.
Oh, sorry.
Oh fuck.
Oh. Wait, where's initiative?
Initiative is top above, like right next to where your armor class is. It's like a little box, a little small alone box. Okay. So we've got Leon at the bottom. Fergus. She's Crocus. Go ahead and roll me initiative, which is right next to your
Okay.
armor class.
Initiative, and then I chose Circle of Shepherd.
Circle of Shepherd, okay.
Initiative. I'm fine. I can't find it. Actually, that's. I know I found it.
It's
Actually, that's a
yeah,
lie.
right next to where your armor class is. Okay, perfect. So you're gonna go right after Fergus. All right, so Shisa, Fergus, Crocus, Leon, Victor is going right before Fergus. Egrid is actually going right after Shisa. And Yeti. Okay. Yeah, that's rough for you guys. Okay. This is Monster Hunter from Monster Hunter 3. That is correct.
I knew it.
Monster Hunter
I was like,
Triumph.
as the music started playing, and I was like, I know this song.
Yes. I thought it was good for the atmosphere.
Oh, absolutely.
All
Sorry.
right. So, we're going to start off with the Yeti, who is going to... It's gonna reach back. It's gonna reach back and try to grab you off of its back. So, roll me a dexterity saving throw. It's the top left box. And your saving throws 14. The Yeti reaches behind himself, trying to get you off of its back, unable to get you, like, get its hand around you. You're just too nimble. But it is going to back up into this ice pillar and slam its back into the ice pillar, which will then in turn slam you into the ice pillar. It's going to roll for that. I need you to roll me a strength saving throw this time to keep yourself on the back of this creature. Strength saving throw. You got it. So, you are going to take some damage here. Minimum damage, which is 3. Sorry, 2. 2. Sorry, 2.
Oh.
My bad.
That's okay.
So, you take 2 damage as it slams into the pillar behind it. It just kind of catches your elbow, hits your funny bone, but you're able to dodge out of the way from it slamming itself into the pillar. And then it's going to then run forward towards what it has seen so far, which is Victor shooting an arrow at it. And it's going to end its turn there. Shisa, you rolled sleep, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to roll for sleep. I believe sleep is 5d8. So you roll 5d8. So you can do that in Roll20. If you go into the little chat there, you do /roll, or sorry, /roll, and then 5 lowercase d number 8.
Is there space between that?
No.
Okay.
Oh well, a space between roll and 5d8. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And that's it?
Mm-hmm. Should be.
All right.
Okay. 21. So as the creature... should still have Roussion's back. As the creature slams into the ice pillar and then begins running on its turn over to Victor, you snap your fingers, casting sleep. A little kind of puff of smoke like bubble appears near its face as its eyes... and it falls down to the ground, sleeping.
That's so sick.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Now, you all know that if it takes any damage at all, it will wake up. Just so you know. But right now it's out. Cold. Behind you, you hear from the cave you just came from.
Oh.
Shit.
Let's fucking go. Let's go, guys. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, this is our...
We don't gotta kill it.
So I leap off the back of the Yeti and I'm gonna roll
Well, you gotta do that on your turn.
Check.
Hold on. We gotta go through the initiative. Sorry.
Saw's bestie, my bad.
You're good.
No, he's
Egrid is going to run forward and join you here. Victor is going to back away slowly from this creature because he's not really a melee type character. And Fergus, what would you like to do?
So I jump off the back of the monster,
Yep.
Making sure to, not disturb it, whatever.
Yep.
And then I'm going to roll a perception check and find out what the other 4 caves in the room are saying.
Okay.
So I'm going to
So
put over that.
My map is literally not big enough.
There's 5. Yeah, there's
So,
5 caves, right?
Yeah. There's 1, 2,
Okay, so-
3, 4, 5. Yep.
Okay, so I just want to see what the other caves are
roll me
saying,
perception
basically. Why is it... I don't know why it keeps rolling with disadvantage. I don't...
It's just from the kobold disadvantage sunlight sensitivity thing. I don't think I can turn it off, unfortunately.
Okay.
All right, so with a 5, looking around, the caves are all so similar in this particular cavern that it's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. With a 5, there's not much you can do to really tell which way to go from here. It is nerve-wracking as you hear the footsteps coming from the cave you guys just came from. Anything else you want to do on your turn? Do you want to move 6 squares anywhere in this area?
Besties, I think we should form a trap around the cave entrance that the monster is going to come through. So I think anyone that has a melee distance weapon should hang around the cave exit or entrance, I should say, and then anyone who's got ranged weapons should back off a little bit so we can all jump and attack it as soon as it comes through the entrance.
Wouldn't the sound alert the guy who's asleep right now?
The
I
sound
think
of
it's
the
only
footsteps?
damage.
Or the sound of what?
The sound of us jumping whatever the fuck is coming in the cave.
Yeah, theoretically. It would depend.
Oh,
it depends on how loud it is. You get the idea that this creature isn't going to be asleep for long, no matter what you do.
Okay. Yeah, I'm cool with that plan then.
Well, okay. Hear me out.
Unless we have like a way we can run. I think that's our best bet.
I can't tell much about these caves. I tried looking at them, but they're all just too similar. I think, realistically, the beyond is unknown, and I'm scared that we're going to pick up another Yeti. So I think, potentially, the best thing we can do, which might sound a bit crazy because we've just put it to sleep, but is, again, using my sneak attack on the sleeping Yeti and everyone attacking it and trying to kill it, because then that way we're only going to be facing one Yeti when it comes through the room instead of two when that one breaks through the room and wakes up the other one. I don't know what you guys think, but I potentially think that may be the safest option because that's the only route that we will know certainty of what's happening.
Right. Oh boy.
I would never tell you if that's a good idea. I'm just going to let you guys decide.
I think we should just go. Like, I don't know how long this thing's gonna be asleep, but how does it know which way we went? Like, I don't know. I feel like we can get far enough to and like into a small enough crevice, or I don't know, through a small enough crack or something to be able to leave it behind. Like, also I'm worried about whatever is following us might catch up to us while we're doing all this. Like, we've been in the same place for too fucking long. Like, we need to go.
I mean, I'd like our chances better in the tiny caves than in this one right now, so... Let's zoom!
Yeah, that's fine, we can move, but like I said, unfortunately, I haven't... Like, it's weird for me, because I'm used to seeing what's coming up above us, in front of us in caves, but I can't get anything out of these caves, so we're kind of going in blind, but I'm happy to take the risk if you guys want to.
I'm just hoping that luck is on our side.
Yeah, I'm gonna go wherever the group goes. I'd rather keep you guys safe than...
Okay, so there's 5 caves. There's 6, but we've obviously come through one, so there's 5 other caves.
Mm-hmm.
One west, one northwest, one northeast-ish, one east, and one south.
Mm-hmm.
Which one do you guys want to risk it for? They are all, as far as I can tell, completely identical.
Let me make sure I'm zoomed all the way out so you can see everything. There you go. You can see all the caves now. So all of them look big enough that even a Yeti could slip through them.
Oh.
Currently. One of them is kind of like a water cave. One of them looks like it is... I mean, this is without anyone rolling perception checks. One of them looks like it is like a classic tunnel of some kind, maybe burrowed by a creature, unsure. These two both look identical, and they both look kind of like the same cave you just came from. And then this one over here is going directly away from the direction that you know you probably should be going. So you probably don't want to pick this one.
Right. Is there a way to figure out if the water is salt or fresh water?
Yeah.
I don't think the water is a good idea because I'm already freezing. I'm cold-blooded. I'm frostbite is a reality for. I think also.
It is fresh water, by the way.
Oh, it's fresh water. Okay, then. Okay, cool.
I think for. Oh, I don't know actually. No, I'm not going to say anything. Doesn't matter. But I know for a fact, for me, I'm struggling with the cold.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna finish up the initiative order for this turn real quick. We're going to finish up with Crocus and Leon. What do you guys want to do? Crocus, you go first.
Can I do investigation?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to investigate what? The caves?
I want to investigate the caves, yeah.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check.
Oof.
Similar. It's unsure. It's unfamiliar territory for you. You're a farm girl. This is not you.
Right. Oh boy.
Anything else you want to prepare or do?
Let me look at my thing. Let's prepare, let's just prepare, magic stone, I think.
Okay,
I have the marbles still, so I'm just gonna have them ready at hand.
You got it. Magic stone is ready to go.
Touch that. Awesome.
Leon. What do you want to do? You said you wanted to be next to Fergus, but you can do whatever you want here.
I'm looking at the map.
Fergus is gonna be at. Which cave do you want to be? Which of these 4 caves do you want to be at?
I think. So,
Fergus. Which cave do you want to be at, Fergus? While you're investigating, like at the end of your turn.
I'll go the northeasternly one. Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
All right. So that's where Fergus is.
I think I'm actually gonna stay put and like kind of go on guard.
Okay.
Because I don't want to leave Crocus to be the first person alone when they come through the big hole in the wall.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thank you.
All right. So Shisa, I'm gonna let you take another turn here if you want to leave this cave and get out of here. This is where the thing's coming from.
Yeah, I want to check out I want to scope out the very east cave.
Okay. Roll me a investigation or perception, your choice. Moonsy, did you want to move Crocus anywhere?
Choose perception. No, investigation.
Okay. 16. Okay, I'll get to you in just a second. Crocus, did you want to move anywhere? Do you want to move your character anywhere?
No, I think I'm okay there for now.
So, with a 16 investigation, looking through this far eastern cave, you are, even with a 16, unsure where this goes, but you smell what smells like smoke coming from this direction.
Oh.
But you're unsure what's causing it or any in particular. That's just what you smell. Is you smell some smoke, some brimstone kind of smoke.
Brimstone smoke.
That's just, I don't know. I was going with fire and brimstone. You smell some smoke.
Is this like a campfire wood smoke, or is this like?
Yeah, it's got like a wood smoke to it. Wood smoke smell.
This could either be very good or very bad.
True.
I don't know which one though.
As you're thinking about it, you hear from behind you the sleeping Yeti sounding like it's about to wake up.
Aw, shit. Maybe we should have killed it.
You still have time if you guys want to decide to do that. This is the end of the initiative order, so we're starting back up at the top. If you
It's
want
waking up.
to talk about that, I'll give you guys like each a couple seconds here to talk about that, like whatever you want to do.
Are we attacking or are we running? We got to decide now, because if we're attacking, I need to run over to that thing and get the sneak attack off.
If you attack it, you automatically crit if you attack it while it's sleeping.
That's a lot of damage, and also I get the sneak attack damage also, right? No?
We're also all kind of like spread out in this room, you know? So, worst case scenario, it does wake up. It's right now like in the middle of all of us, because then running isn't really an option unless we split up, which is never a good idea. So, I think we do have to attack it, yeah.
You want to surround it?
Yeah, let's just fight it.
All right, so you have the thing surrounded. All right, Fergus, you've still got to roll to hit. So you still got to roll. You get advantage. So roll with advantage with your rapier. We'll start with you. A 19 is going to hit. So you're automatically going to crit here. So just roll your damage and then add 20 to it. This thing could still live if you roll really, really badly here.
With advantage or no? No. Right. Damage is just straight.
Yeah, you just roll it. And then I'll add 20 to it, whatever you get. Okay. So how do you want to take this thing down with your rapier? It's starting to wake up.
I want to make sure this fucking thing's dead, so I'm going to go in the back of the skull, through the brain, and out through the eye.
You got it. As you...
Very specific.
It's actually very clean. It's not very gory at all. It's very clean. It just comes right out through the eye, and you pull the rapier out, and the thing silently So,
Hey, besties.
you've killed the Yeti,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
and you hear
I
that
might be a wee guy, but I pack a fucking punch.
Oh my good lord.
coming from the hallway. You guys have a feeling that you could maybe take this, if it's another one of these Yetis on, you could probably take it if you all work together. You just need to be careful is all. Or you can try and split. You're just not sure what are down any of these caves.
Mm. The cave that's like on the map, like immediately above us, like to the north. It's like kind of next to the water. Does it got water running into it, or is it all just ground?
A little trail of water is running into it. Very small trail.
That's okay.
Okay, this might sound crazy, but I'm totally down with whatever cave has water in it. Because, listen, man, my crazy godfather thing is from the sea, and I don't know what that would mean for us by being around water, but I feel like it can only be a good thing in my case. So
Yeah.
It could be,
but I do think we should run, though. I do think we should run.
and it could be going down to the ocean as well.
That is very smart. I didn't even think about that.
Someone
Yeah.
studied geography.
I mean,
The water
we either
cycle?
have that or we have like people with a campfire, and I'm kind of worried about that because it could either be like, people who just like live in the cave and could help us out, who are chill, like maybe even some kobolds, who knows. But it could also be somebody roasting humans to
I mean,
eat.
who the hell's living down here, too, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, big man, I
Oh,
live in
shit.
caves. Careful what you say, alright?
It's not pleasant. I like
Well,
to
Either way.
Are we
Maybe
going?
we should choose the tunnel with less life forms. So yeah, I think maybe the one that Leon is talking about might be the better choice.
As long as we can dodge the water, I'm happy to go down the water because I am not far off becoming an ice cube myself.
Listen, Rossi, if there's water, we will pick you up and we will put you on our backs and just
Aw.
piggyback you. Yeah. We will. I will personally piggyback you if the water gets steep. Don't worry about it, bestie. Don't worry about
Someone
it.
needs to draw that. Someone draw Fergus getting a piggyback by
Artist?
Crocus. I dare you.
That sounds epic. Okay.
But yeah, okay, cool. Let's do it. Let's go down this cave.
We got this. We got this.
All right. So you guys exit through the water cave. Now, this does look big enough like a Yeti could come through it, but they would have to probably crawl to get through it. So, with that, you guys crawl into the cave as the sounds fade away into the background behind you. The creaking of Egrid's armor, the sliding of your skin against the ice echoes throughout this small chamber as you guys crawl, or some of you, Fergus, you could walk. Egrid could probably walk down this chamber. The sounds of a Yeti behind you can be heard in the distance now, as you hear a
Uh-oh. That sounds sad. Oh no.
What do we do, besties?
We killed the Yeti's friend. God damn it.
and
It was us or them. It was us or them.
As you're hearing that, and you're kind of crawling down this chamber, the water guides you like a trail through this icy cave to a new opening. This new opening is a bit smaller than the last, and I'm going to draw it out here for you in uno momento. So, as you are crawling, you guys may whisper if you'd like, but you can talk regular in character. But if you want to talk about anything in particular while you're crawling here, prepare yourself for anything that may be ahead of you. Go ahead and do that while I'm doing this map thing.
Okay. So we're in another cave.
So how we feeling, besties?
We're in another cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get the heck out of here.
Man, nothing could go wrong. Nothing could go wrong.
Nothing could go wrong, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
It'll be fun, they said. Go down, go take the shortcut.
Fergus, do you think there's any of your kind down here?
You're kind.
I mean, this isn't really suitable weather for
Well,
that.
I'll roll a perception check and ask, or investigate, see if I can sniff any other kobolds out.
Because they could tell us where the exit is, like dead ass, like they would know.
Yeah, true. I'll roll a perception when I'm allowed to.
Gotcha.
Also, yeah, I mean, yeah, I know caves very well. I don't know what happened in the previous room when I couldn't suss out the caves. I guess I was just too distracted by the Yeti, you know, the big boy.
You got a thing for Yetis?
Fergus.
Tall guys. Sheesh.
Ooh.
Yeah, but you killed it.
I mean, he's got like
I
another
do have a
friend
thing for
back
Yetis.
there, so.
I have a thing for killing the fuckers.
Ooh.
Oh, that's dark.
Mhm.
Maybe.
That's
Yeah.
dark, sad.
I
Oh
guess
my
I'm not
God.
gonna kink shame you.
To each their own, you know. To each
I
their
just wanna
own.
Yeah. Can I, Mr. DM, can I roll a perception check to see if there's any, like, you know, if I can smell any other kobolds or any other of my people?
Roll me a check, sure.
His kind.
I'm not over that. That was
Why is it doing it with advantage or just?
It's because you have sunlight sensitivity, so your
You're
character
too
will always
dumb.
have perception disadvantage.
Pain.
But like, I'm in a cave, so surely it shouldn't affect me.
But it doesn't know that. It assumes that most perception checks are
Can
during
you
the day.
unnerf it? Like,
It's fine. We're
what
just gonna
about
go
if
with
you
the
roll
first
a
roll every
regular
time.
dice?
We're just gonna go with
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
the first one, one is on the left every time.
Oh, okay, I see.
So even
Okay,
like before, when
bestie.
it was grayed out, I still went with the one that was on the left because that's the one that gets rolled first. All right.
Okay.
So with a 5, you don't sense anything from your own kind. But
Sorry.
what you do get is, as you are crawling down this trickling pathway, walking down it, some of you, like I said, you see a light at the end of the tunnel. And you can see flickering with the light as well. Some flickering, which looks like flame, maybe. It's a bluish color, though, which is similar to the color of flame that you saw in the first cavern that you went into. There was one torch on the wall that was a bluish flame color. And as you come to the opening, everyone, what is your feeling about, do you think you guys would be stealthing? Do you think you would try and be sneaking? Or would you just be walking at this point, or like running?
Probably could walk run.
I think we would be like half-ass
Power
running,
walking.
half-ass sneaking, like trying to be quiet, but also trying to be as fast as possible while being quiet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we're moving pretty quick, but not
Speed
like
walking is what we're doing.
brisk
throwing caution to
stride.
the wind.
Roll me
Yeah.
some stealth checks. Stealth checks.
Good God.
I'm begging you.
Oh,
Alright, okay. Our rolls today are ass.
Okay. Fergus, just need your stealth check.
Sorry, yeah, I thought I'd pressed it.
You're good.
This +6 does come in kind of handy. I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
pretty good, right? Okay. So, as you are walking, the majority of you fairly quietly, you do hear that kind of whimpering of the Yeti behind.
God, it's sad.
Kind of echoing down this chamber in an ominous way. And as you come to the opening where this water spills out into an open cavern, the majority of you are pretty quiet. But Shisa, as you're walking, your dagger falls from its sheath and clatters to the ice with a and slides down the slide and into a pool of water in the opening of this small cavern where you see a creature. Not in the water, but in a throne, sitting alone in this chamber. Large, with this white, bleach white fur and these huge brown horns that come off of the top of its head. Its skin, that kind of icy blue color, and there are even spikes that come off of its shoulder.
Look at the top of his head.
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry, guys.
And as the dagger splashes into the water, you hear a voice similar to the one you heard before.
Yo, mama!
As the dagger splashes into the water, you hear this creature speak in common.
Oh shit.
Hey, bestie.
And the light that you were seeing, the fire, is from these two torches on either side of its chamber. It's sitting in a throne as you guys are coming out of what looks like its like water source, this creature. And it's looking at your, like, the opening where you're coming out, but it doesn't see most of you as you're hidden in the shadows. All it heard was the dagger fall into the ground. And I assume Shisa just kind of stopped.
Yeah.
So you're all hidden from view currently. The creature is looking directly at you, but it doesn't look like it sees you.
Dude.
Maybe he'll go back to sleep.
I wish I had my snake familiar out so I could just like get my snake to like wriggle out and pretend like it was a snake, but I haven't summoned him yet and it takes like 10 minutes. Big oof. Oh man, I don't know what to do.
Should I approach him? I'm a little minion. I could just pretend I'm a lost kobold. And then that way I can find out if there's more kobolds, because he might just be nice and send me on my way.
It does stand up from its throne as you guys are thinking. All of you guys are thinking in your brains right now what to do. You're not really talking, I would imagine.
Fergus, what if he's never seen
okay,
a
then I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna run forward and do it. Oh shit. Oh sorry. I think I've taken a wrong turn. Do you know which way to go back to the Kobold Kingdom?
And now that it sees you, its eyes kind of squint, and it takes a few steps forward as it shakes the cavern. And as it steps forward, it says,
I will have stepped forward as well, by the way.
Okay. So this is a drop off about 10 feet into a little pool of water, just so you know. So I assume you're standing on the edge, like on the edge of the cliff.
No, I'm going to jump down.
You're going to jump down? Okay. So you jump down.
Yeah.
And into the water. And it kind of approaches as you swim up to the edge. The rest of you are watching carefully.
Oh, he fucking dead.
And the creature says,
Little blue
I don't know. I'm normally really good with caves, but for some reason I've been like running around and I'm lost. I've lost my friends. I've lost my bearings. I've lost everything, and I've somehow ended up here. I didn't mean to wake you up from your sleep. I'm really sorry.
It looks down at your person, and it looks very kind of like squints its eyes and is really looking you up and down. And it points its large black hand at you with its large claw, this kind of silvery fingernail pointing directly at your rapier.
You kill Yeti?
No, my sword is just dirty from a previous battle. A couple days ago, I was fighting some slave drivers, and that's why there's dried blood on the sword.
It tilts its head. Roll me a deception check, please.
Oh boy.
Please!
My God!
Holy shit! Natural 20.
No way.
In our
I
moment
love
of
you.
need. In our moment of need, he pulls through.
Thank you so much, bestie.
You see who killed Yeti?
We haven't seen any Yetis. I haven't seen any Yetis. I just heard Yetis.
You say
Screwed. We're
we.
screwed. We're done.
Well, I meant we because I was with some other friends, and like I said, I lost them. But like we as a group have only heard them. We haven't seen any. But I don't know where they are. We got separated. We don't mean any trouble. We're
friends for you.
Oh,
Hmm.
how?
Hey, Hey, Fergus!
Crocus?
Hey, Fergus! I'm gonna jump down.
Okay.
Hey, we found you! Oh my God, we've been looking for you everywhere, dude.
Feels like a bad idea.
Okay, so
Do
you jump
you guys
down.
know why that Yeti is crying? What is
That's
that?
crazy.
Are you on the edge or are you jumping down?
Where the hell have you guys been?
Looking for you, dude. Where have you been?
I accidentally woke up this big Yeti and we've been having a little chat. Hey everyone.
Is this your new
This
friend?
is. Hey, sorry, Mr. Yeti. I never caught your name.
It again tilts its head in this kind of curious fashion, and it points its finger at the opening where Shisa is standing and says,
How many?
I think 6 of us.
Seven. I
Seven.
think.
No.
Is it? No, 6. No, 6. We're good.
Yeah,
It's,
there's 6 of us.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Unless we
6,
count the
yeah,
cat. Temple's work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
Templeton
6 of us
is
and we
chilling.
also have a cat. So 6 kind of 7. But we mean no harm. We're completely lost. We come in peace.
At this point, the rest of the group kind of approaches the edge here of the drop off. Is anyone dropping down into the water?
I don't think so.
Can I put Fergus on my shoulders because I don't want him to be in the water?
Yeah, I assume you guys are like on the edge, maybe about to climb out, waiting for him to tell you it's okay type thing.
Yeah, I'll just have Fergus on my shoulders
Okay.
for now.
Okay. The creature says,
You stay here.
Hey, stay here?
it points to the area right in front of the pool of water you're in. And you see that there is a large kind of sigil on the ground. It looks like a large sigil of etching markings and things.
Oh.
There is a little bit of stained blood on it as well.
Where are you going? Are you leaving us?
No. Speak to Yeti.
We're speaking, yeah. I kind of like the water, you know? It's got a nice feel to it. I think we're good here, actually.
Let's just do it, bestie. Let's just do it. Let's just do it.
Okay. No, I get up with Fergus on my shoulders. So
Okay.
So you both
God.
you both move on to the sigil area with Fergus on Crocus's shoulders. The creature walks right up to where you guys are and then over you with its legs. It just walks over you. You get a nice view of its nutsack and balls and all that as it as it walks over you.
Hell no!
Just to give you an idea, the creature is at least, like I said, 3 times your height, and it comes up to the edge of the opening here and looks at the 3 people who are standing immediately on the edge here, which is Shisa, Ygritte, and Leon. And it somewhat tenderly puts its hand out in front of where Shisa is standing.
Step.
Onto your hand?
Yes.
Okay. I grab onto his hand and step up onto it and stand.
Okay. As you stand on his hand, it is like a platform big enough for you to stand on. As he turns and sets you down on the sigil next to your other 2 party members. He puts his hand out for Ygritte. Ygritte steps onto it. His hand kind of dips a little bit because she's a little heavier, but he puts her on the sigil as well. He does not reach his hand out for Leon.
You. Come now.
He wants you to jump, Leon.
Oh. I wasn't sure who he was talking to. Like in there, like in the jump in the water is what you're saying.
It's swimming time.
Swimming time.
Get your ass down here.
I'm gonna jump down.
Okay, so yeah, as you jump down, it's freezing cold, but you have that familiar sense in the water that you are guided here. There is someone here with you while you're in the water. You feel stronger while you're here. As the water heals up any of your wounds that you currently have, Leon. So if you're missing any HP, you can heal that up. I don't think you are.
Yo, Percy Jackson type beat.
Yeah, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right, fix that.
Whoa.
And as you swim back up to the surface, the Yeti kind of guides you with his hand just towards where you need to walk up onto the sigil. So you walk up behind everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
The water kind of dripping off of you and freezing into little ice cubes. Lastly, Victor steps up, and the Yeti nods its head as Victor jumps down and onto the sigil. And the Yeti, standing still facing away from you all, hollers into the abyss.
Oh shit.
Oh no! We gotta run, dude!
You hear it echo throughout the chamber, and you hear not much back for a while. You just hear that same, like, and this time, more angrily, the Yeti you're standing next to says, and that moaning and groaning stops. and you hear as
So
the Yeti
true.
turns around towards you all and tilts its head and says,
Blue lizard.
Yeah.
These your friends.
Yeah.
They kill Yeti.
No, like I said, we've only heard Yetis. We haven't encountered any. We've just been running through the caves.
When separated, they kill Yeti.
Did you guys kill a Yeti?
No, you can look at their weapons. They don't have anything on them. We didn't
It's
see
gonna
any
roll a
Yetis when
perception
we were
check.
coming through. Oh boy. Oh boy.
What did it roll?
Let me handle this here.
what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go. Listen, I don't know why they think that it was us, but I promise you we would never do that. I don't even think we could kill a Yeti if we tried. We're honestly just we got into a fight with some slave drivers earlier because we have treasure and we're treasure hunters, and honestly, we're not strong, we're not powerful, and we would never kill a living being. We're not cruel like that.
The creature kind of takes a step backwards into the water that it is normally in that little pool, and it gets a bit shorter, about 4 or 5 feet shorter, so it's not quite as tall, and it looks down at you all, and then looks at Fergus, and she says, "Shisha, roll me a deception check, please."
Another one?
Oh, was that deception from? What was that from before? Was that 16? Did you just roll that?
I can roll another one.
It's okay.
Wait, what?
Okay, so here's an interesting thing that happened. Because of your ability, anytime you roll less than a, I think anytime you roll less than a 9, it automatically makes it a 10 for you. So you rolled a natural 1.
I actually the 16 there, that was like I rolled that when everybody put their hands up. Like when you said roll a deception check, I think you were talking to Fergus, but I also rolled one. So
I see.
I don't know.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that 16 then. So with the 16, the Yeti eyes you all, and as it does, it puts out its hand in front of Fergus. Like on the ground in front of Fergus.
I guess I'll walk onto the hand.
Okay. So you step onto the hand, and the creature lifts you up to its face. You are about as tall as its face. And it's looking
Lucas.
you in the eye.
I'm scared.
You're doing great, bestie. Don't worry.
Its breath from its nose is blowing into your face, kind of making your eyes twitch a little bit. Just
Hi.
and it says,
You look me in eye. And you tell me truth.
and as it says that, if you would like to lie here, you may roll with deception with advantage because you had a natural 20 before. So you may roll with advantage because the creature already believes you. And you can tell that he believes you. But he wants you to look him in the eye for some reason.
Okay.
So if you would like to roll deception, you can roll deception with advantage, or you can tell the truth, and the creature will either believe you or not. It just depends on what you say, I guess.
I stay completely calm and collected. right, fuck. I stay completely calm and collected, and I look at the creature in the eye and say, look, I've told you before, we have only heard yetis. We have been completely lost in these caves. We've been scared of yetis. To be honest, I think it looks like you're about to eat me, and I'm pretty scared. But like, we would not harm. We're just trying to get out of these caves. We don't belong here.
We're just trying to get to the ocean so we can swim.
The creature looks you in the eye. Its pupil is kind of going back and forth from one of your eyes to the other, just kind of looking at you.
Oh.
And it lets out a...
What's your name?
My name's Fergus, mate. Nice to meet you.
Fergus. You are good liar.
And it wraps its hand around your waist.
Oh no!
The rest of you watch as Fergus begins to struggle in the hand as the Yeti is now gripping onto Fergus. Fergus, you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as the Yeti is squeezing onto you. It jams its fist down into the water, holding onto Fergus.
Hold up.
It jams Fergus down into the water. Leon, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I would like to jump in.
Okay.
And try and kind of make a dive for the hand. Try and pull him out.
Roll me an athletics check as you jump into the water. Fergus is now under the water, being held under the water by the Yeti.
Oh shit!
God. Uh-oh.
Leon, your athletics check is an 8.
Not-
As you dive underwater, you are able to breathe because of your godly ability. You're able to hold your breath indefinitely. You can breathe underwater. So you pry on the thumb and the forefinger, trying to open it up. Fergus, you're holding your breath. If you are under the water, by the time everyone in the initiative goes, your character will go unconscious and begin drowning.
Oh.
Leon, unable to pry the creature's hand open, the creature is now looking at you all as it says,
He will die. The rest of you go.
As he's holding the creature under the water. Crocus, it's your turn. Leon has
I'm
dived into the water and is trying to help.
Shit, I'm doing magic stone. I'm gonna
Okay, magic
throw
stone
it at
hits
his
him
arm.
right between the... Okay, right in the shoulder, trying to weaken his arm a little bit.
So
Okay.
maybe he lets go.
Roll me damage, because an 18 is going to hit.
Damage. Donk. Oh, is
I
it
don't see
going?
anything yet. There we go. Okay, 4. Yep. Okay. So the marble hits him in the shoulder. His eyes flinch a bit, and he says,
Enough. He will die honorably.
and as he says that, he puts his other free hand up, and as he does, the 2 torches create a wall of flame behind you all.
Nobody leaves until he stops breathing.
Shisa, it's your turn. You're muted if you're talking.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I would like to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. That is a save for me. What's your DC? It's at the top of your spell list. Should be like
13.
13. Okay. He rolls a 14, so he's going to take half damage from the spell.
Okay.
So 19 halved to 9 damage. So he takes 9 psychic damage as he squints his eyes, and a little bit of blood starts to kind of streak out of his tear duct. Egrid is going to take her sword and attempt to attack. She's going to miss as the sword comes down. It does hit the Yeti, but it doesn't cut into it as the creature just pushes her off and she takes a step backwards. What are we going to do? Victor is going to fire an arrow at the Yeti's eye with disadvantage because he's aiming for the eye. He is going to hit as the arrow hits the Yeti in the eye, loosening his grip just a bit. Fergus, roll me an athletics check with disadvantage. You're going to roll twice, take the lower number. No acrobatics here as it's holding on too tight. But it is
acrobatics.
No acrobatics here. Athletics only.
Oh, I've got -1 on a flex. This is like the single most important dice roll I've done in my entire life. Okay. How do I do it with disadvantage?
Hit control, hold down control, and then click on athletics.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. So with an 11, you begin to struggle under the water, still holding your breath. You had enough time to get a before you went underwater. And he's holding you there. You're trying to push your way out from its large thumb. It's holding you down. You hear the And Fergus, you let out your breath, unable to get out from the Yeti's hand. You The Yeti is holding you underwater, but you are able to breathe. And that's where we're going to end it for today.
Oh, shit!
You bastard, you bastard.
What?
You look Leon in the eye. Leon looks you in the eye, and you both realize.
I'm just gonna start crying. Fergus just starts crying.
Oh.
All right. So that is going to end our session for today. Thanks for playing, everybody. We'll pick this up next week.
You're wrong for that. You're wrong for that, Commander.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I thought we were gonna lose Fergus.
Bro, my fucking heart, bro. What the?
All right.
Oh my god.
Let's raid somebody cool because I got to make it to this dinner.
I hope you have a good dinner.
Yeah, tell them congrats, by the way.
Yeah, they've been married for 30 years.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. So let me find somebody cool to
I need to
raid.
make a new addition to my shelf.
What'd you say?
I need to
Oh
make
my
a new addition to my shelf.
Yo, pop off.
That's so cute.
All right, so we're gonna raid into. Let's see here. Let's raid.
Oh, so good.
Sophie just went live. I'll raid into Sophie, Texas. She's cool.
Texas?
Yeah.
She's doing a talk tonight, I believe, on the abortion law that was just passed in Texas.
Ooh.
It's going to take place in September. Not a good thing.
No, I'm just saying, ooh, because
yeah.
she's doing a talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah. She's going to talk about that and sex education in Texas as well, and the problems with that while she's playing Minecraft. I believe that's what I saw on Twitter. So,
Very nice.
give her some love, give her a follow. She's really fucking awesome. Good friend of mine. So, please give her some love. Thanks everyone for being here.
Thanks as always, Commander. Seriously, this was wonderful.
I'm glad. I'm so glad you guys had fun, and it was a pretty epic ending. I knew it was gonna work out, even if you guys escaped, it was gonna work out, or if this didn't work out, it was gonna, or if you didn't escape, it was gonna be a cool moment anyway. So, I like that. That was awesome. You all tried your best, and really, it was all like I was totally ready to let him go if you guys rolled well enough. It just happened that you guys couldn't get the Yeti to let go of him. I was more than willing to let him go, but it's just,
oh my goodness.
I was planning on having Fergus reveal his power while you guys are on the ship or while you're on the island or something like that, but it just worked out here. So it was good timing, and I think it all worked out really well. So.
Well, it would have been nice to know 5 minutes earlier.
I gotta leave the tension in there somewhere.